Oh, I have a rare treat for you in Mount Olivet Cemetery, my little strangelings. Not only is this cemetery beautiful and huge, it's also haunted and open 24 hours a day. Continuously operated since its establishment in 1856, Mount Olivet Cemetery just outside Nashville, Tennessee is a testament to withstanding the test of time. One notable area of Mount Olivet is known as Confederate Circle and houses some 1,500 dead from the Confederate armies from some of the fiercest battles fought on Tennessee soil during the American Civil War. Mount Olivet stands out as one of the premier spots to experience the paranormal phenomena known as shadow people. Shadow people are a familiar topic of conversation in paranormal enthusiast circles, but just in case you're new to all of this spooky bullshit, they can be best summed up as figures of shadow, only darker than your average shadow, three-dimensional in shape, and often caught at the corners or edges of your vision. I myself have seen numerous shadow people in various locations, the most recent encounter I had with one at Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Louisville, Kentucky, which will more than likely be its own full-length podcast episode at some point. I was standing in one of the hallways speaking to my tour guide when one leaned out a doorway about 4 or 5 doorways up from where we stood and took a peek at us before quickly leaning back in and out of sight. Naturally, like the crazy broad I am, I took off up the hallway and stopped at the doorway to the small room it was in, and it was gone. We were on the 4th floor at the time, and the only way in and out of the room was that doorway, unless whatever it was jumped out the open window. Mount Olivet Cemetery has numerous stories of these shadow figures at night, rushing between rows of gravestones and scaring at least one caretaker half to death after his encounter with one. Another spirit attributed to Mount Olivet is that of riverboat captain Tom Ryman. You may recognize his name as he is the Tom Ryman responsible for building the Ryman Auditorium. A prominent businessman of Nashville, Ryman's spirit has been spotted strolling through Mount Olivet in such a way that is reminiscent of a businessman surveying a bit of property for his next venture. Unlike the aforementioned shadow people, which seem to be more of an intelligent haunting, this specter of Ryman is considered an imprint or residual haunting as he appears on the same tract around the same time of year, always doing the same thing, as though the scene were a recording on time itself. Mount Olivet Cemetery in Nashville is located at 1101 Lebanon Pike in Nashville, just 2 miles from Nashville City Cemetery, which we've covered in Cemetery Files number 5. It is over 206 acres and just east of downtown. However, the website is very modern and part of the Dignity Network of Funeral Homes and Services, which is to say, it is more geared to modern burial needs and sales than it is to history and any more interesting bits for us, my little strangelings. Instead, I'll leave you with some recommended reading for Nashville that includes Mount Olivet in its pages. Until next time.